after watching this video, Adjektivdeklination will be super easy for you. Look at this, one table instead of 3 tables. I will show you the hard way first. Look, das, bestimmt, kind, neutrum, this, nominative, so, For one single alphabet, I have to think that much. And look at this, easy way. Easy way, das, That's 10 times faster, right? But in order to be able to do that, you have to pay attention to this video. If not, you won't understand this table here. So, pay attention and follow along. Hey, I'm Winston. I went from level 0 German to Go to certified in just 6 months. Not because I'm some kind of language genius or a polyglot gigachat, but because I got an amazing German teacher. So now I'm trying to be that German teacher by teaching exactly how and what he taught me back then. What is Adjektivdeklination? It's endings for Adjektive. In English, it's a big, strong man. But in German, it's ein großer, starker Mann. Instead of just ein groß, stark Mann. No, the Germans are making it hard for us. So yeah, you have to use endings for adjectives instead of just this. So there are 4 possible endings. Es, und en. So how do I decide which one to use? When do I use es, und en? You just look at the article. What are articles? Articles are der, die, das, ein, einem, einen, eine, und so weiter. Those are articles. When the article is der Nominativ, die Feminin, das und eine, we use as the Adjektivdeklination. For example, der große Hund spielt im Garten. Look at the article and then you decide what the ending is. That's basically this whole video, okay? Just look at the article, so der, eine, einem, einen und so weiter, and then decide on the ending, okay? Zum Beispiel this, der große Hund spielt im Garten. Die schöne Blume blüht im Frühling. Das kleine Kind schläft im Bett. Eine gute Idee kam mir in den Sinn. When the article is ein und dieses ein hier gehört zu einem maskulinen Nomen, we use as the Adjektivdeklination. For example, ein kluger Mann hat das Problem gelöst. Here, when you see ein, you have to think. Instantly think when you see ein, does this belong to a masculine noun? If yes, use If not, use es, just like in this one. When the article is ein und it belongs to a neutrales Nomen, we use es instead of okay? See ein, think. Neutrum oder maskulin. When the article is den, dem, der, Dativ oder Genitiv, die Plural, einen, einem, einer, eines, you use en as the Adjektivdeklination. But don't worry, you don't have to memorize this. Okay? You only have to know the top part, and if it's not in the top part, you can, by process of elimination, you know it's en. If you know the top part and it's not in the top part, it's en. And remember right now, en, einer, eines, always en. So this, en, einer, eines, always en. Einer, eines, always en. Okay? Drill this into your mind. If you remember that one thing only, your Adjektivdeklination will be super fast. If you see you just instantly add en on the adjective of the noun, okay? You just have to remember that. If you, from this video, you only need that, okay? It's the best thing that I can give you, best tip that I can give you, okay? Every single und en, einer, eines, always en on the Adjektivdeklination, okay? Zum Beispiel, ich gebe der netten Frau das Buch. Here, you cannot use en, but you have to think. I'll teach you the framework later. Ich kenne einen instantly freundlichen Lehrer. Ich danke einer guten Freundin. Ich habe einem netten Kollegen geholfen. Ich mag die süßen Hunde. Now that you know this table, you have to memorize it with me, okay? Let's memorize together. You can skip this yapping part though, but I don't recommend it. Now, follow along with me. Say it with me, okay? Der, die, das eine, ein. 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 Okay, now it's pretty easy, right? Der, die, das eine, just like der, die, das, and then eine, ein. Like I said before, you don't have to memorize the bottom part, you only need to memorize the top part. Because if you know the top part and you see an article that isn't in the top part, just instantly think en. You don't have to know this one. You only need to know the top one, okay? If it's not in the top part, der, die, das eine, ein. If it's not those, it's en, instant, okay? you might notice that there are 3 pairs here that are the same. So 3 pairs that are the same. It's der, die, und ein. So I will give you a framework so that you can differentiate between them. Okay, now framework number 1, der. When you see der, you have to think. You cannot instantly decide what the Adjektivdeklination is, you have to think. Der, think of casus. If the casus is nominative, you use a. If the casus is dative or the genitive, you use an. So there here, what is it? The man helped this cat. Okay, this man helps the cat. So der Mann, nominative. So you use a. Here der, but then this is dative because helfen immer dative. So an. Yeah, easy. Another example is this. Der. What casus is this? This casus is genitive because während is ein Genitive Präposition. So this is an. Während der langen Pause erhole ich mich. During the pause, I rest. Framework number 2. When you see die, think of feminine or the plural. Feminine or the plural. Die, feminine or the plural. If it's feminine, you use a. If it's plural, you use an. For example, this. Die, this is feminine. So a. Die, this is plural. So an. So when you see die, think of feminine or the plural. Framework number 3. When you see ein, instantly think of masculine or the neutrum. See ein, masculine or the neutrum. If it's masculine, er. If it's neutrum, es. So here you see ein, think of masculine or the neutrum. Masculine, so er. Here ein, instantly think of masculine or the neutrum. Neutrum, so es. Easy. Here's a summary of all the things that you just learned. Look at this. You only have to know the top part and memorize the framework. This is the trigger. When you see the trigger, think of these things. Okay? So when you see der, think of casus. When you see die, plural oder feminine. When you see ein, masculine oder neutrum. When you see die, plural oder feminine. When you see ein, masculine oder neutrum. And you only have to memorize the top part. Okay? Now, if you memorize the top part and you know the framework, all you gotta do is, if it's not in the top part, it's an. If it's in the top part, use the framework. If it's das und eine, instantly a. Easy, right? Easy. Now let's practice and I'll show you how easy it is to use this table, okay? If you want to take a screenshot now. Practice time. Look. So, der. Think of casus. Der, think of casus. Casus, if this is nominative. If it's nominative, it's a. Now, this is im. Im is in them. If you shorten in them, it becomes im. So, them, am und an, always an. Die, think of feminine or plural. This is feminine. If it's feminine, a. Das, das eine, a. Ein, if you see ein, masculine oder neutrum. If it's masculine, er. Seinem, am oder an, instantly an. Einer und eines auch. This. What I just said is this. Every single am und an, einer, eines, always an. Next, ein. Ein, think of masculine oder neutrum. Neutrum. Neutrum, es. Eine. Eine, das eine. A. Then, every single an und an. In im is in them. So in them, am oder an. Them, an. Easy peasy. Die, think of feminine or the plural. Plural, an. Then, an oder am, instantly an. Das, das eine, a. Die, think of feminine or the plural. Feminine. So, a. There, think of casus. Casus, nominative. This is nominative. Then it's a. Them, am oder an. Easy, right? It's so much better than those 3 tables. Those 3 tables are pretty hard, but this one is pretty easy. Look, eine, das eine, a. There, think of casus. Casus here, dative, so an. There, think of casus. Der Junge träumt, so this is nominative, a. Die, think of feminine or plural. This is feminine, so a. Das, die Idee das eine, A. Right? Easy, right? After watching me do the practice, which is pretty easy, and you see how practical it is rather than those three tables, you have to memorize this table first before doing the test, okay? Memorize this table. How to memorize? This. Know the top part. If it's not in the top part, it's an. And then know all the trigger and know what you have to think about after getting the trigger. If you see the trigger der, say kasus, der kasus, der kasus. Die plural oder feminine, plural oder feminine. If it's plural, it's an, feminine, it's a. Ein, it's masculine oder neutrum. If it's masculine, it's neutrum, it's as. That's all you gotta do. Memorize this table and then do the test. Here are the rules of the test. You can pause anytime you want in the test, and no looking at table. Don't look at the table. Only memorize. So memorize it first and then do the test. But you can pause, okay? You can think, okay? Wicked. Good luck. The reason why we don't declinate this one is because there is no noun here. If there was a noun here, you have to declinate it. Let's say man. Okay? Then what's this? Ein, masculine oder neutrum? Masculine. You have to declinate it, but there's no noun, so you don't have to declinate it. I hope you did well in the test. If you did, well, congratulations. You can now do Adjektivdeklination and tag me in the comments. Haha. If not, rewatch the video. If you're preparing for a good exam from A1 to B2, I offer personalized coaching to achieve your dream German level quickly, fast, hence the name, Blitz German. Spots are limited, so apply now to secure your place. Due to my schedule, I can only take a few students, so it's first come, first serve. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. Bye bye, tschüss, tschüssi, yo yo yo, haha.